Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. Before we get started, please do me a big favor and hit like and subscribe. Let's get on to the video. So in the last video, we talked about the perception action cycle and how one's perceived environment changes their behavior, and therefore, due to their changed behavior, the subsequent perceived environment changes again, and there's this never-ending cycle called the perception action cycle. And in sport, the environment's always changing due to whatever visual stimulus we have, auditory stimulus we have, or touch stimulus we have, and we're using this information that we're constantly receiving to make behavior changes. And one's agility performance that involves the perception action cycle is an independent skill to one's change of direction performance in a closed environment. An athlete performing a change of direction movement based on a visual stimulus, whether it's sidestepping a defender or chasing an opponent, is going to use a different neuromuscular and biomechanical strategy to achieve that movement than he or she would have if it was in a closed environment in which they can anticipate every step that they're going to take. So a great change of direction or agility drill that you can use whether you have just 2 athletes up to 20 athletes, it doesn't really matter, is just called the mirror drill. So just the standard mirror drill is where you got 2 athletes, they both have to shuffle. One athlete's an offensive athlete, the other's defensive. The defender is just trying to stay attached to the offensive player while the offensive player is trying to make a miss. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it where you constrain the environment by having the defender face away from the offensive athlete to make the vision a little bit harder, or maybe you make the defender have to backpedal and only look to their right, like in this clip, to keep their eye on the defender, just to mix up that visual stimuli a little bit. There's a lot of different ways you can play around with it. So if you get bored just making a 2-dimensional mirror drill, you can make it 3-dimensional like in this clip, and just have fun with it. Those video clips are just some examples. There's plenty of other ways you can mess around with it to make it more fun and more challenging. You could put a barrier between the 2 athletes who are competing with each other. You could have a third party kind of toss tennis balls that both athletes have to dodge or avoid when they're chasing each other. So there's plenty of things you can do to make it more fun or more challenging for your athletes. Thanks again for checking out this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and check back here every couple of days so you don't miss anything. Thanks.